After only 13 months in office, Iraq's embattled Prime Minister Adel Abdel Mahdi has officially stepped down. Yet his succession is mired in uncertainty. According to the constitution, the president is supposed to take up the office of the prime minister until a replacement is chosen. But instead, Abdel Mahdi is staying on as part of a caretaker government. Sa'irun, the largest bloc in parliament led by Shiite cleric Muqtada al-Sadr, must now nominate a replacement within 15 days. It's a murky and often lengthy process that requires consent from Shia, Sunni and Kurdish parties, as well as regional and global power brokers. More than ever, the choice would have to be accepted on the streets. It's a daunting task for political parties who themselves face the wrath of the protesters.
We're the biggest bloc based on the last parliamentary election. We have to nominate a candidate to form a government with guidance from Muqtada al-Sadr. We will cancel the sectarian and political appointments system. We give the right to the protesters because the people are the largest bloc and the demonstrations are where the sacrifice has been made. The candidate of the people will be our choice as well.
But to know the people's choice would require fresh elections, a key demand of the protesters.
We wanted to dissolve all of this government and elect a new caretaker's government, or just you can say the temporary government, and make a modification for the constitution and also release a new law for the election and for the politics parties.
Parliament members say that passing these reforms could take up to 6 months.
We fully accept and fully support the idea of dissolving the parliament and having a fresh election, but that you have to know that there are constitutional procedures. First, we have to go with it. We need a government, even an interim government, a transitional government, before holding the elections. This week, we are discussing even we may pass the new electoral law and the IHAC law, which is overseeing the elections in Iraq.
The new election law currently tabled in Parliament suggests an increase in independent candidates, but leaves considerable power in the hands of political parties, including the ability to choose the prime minister. Protesters say that Abdel Mahdi's resignation is meaningless if they cannot choose the next leader themselves. They demand a presidential rather than a parliamentary system whereby the head of state is elected by popular vote, a demand that has thus far been ignored by the political establishment. Simona Foltin, Al Jazeera, Baghdad.